Alright, so let's get back to math. Now, a while ago, you've been telling me about item number 9. Because it says here, I of x is equivalent to 3x squared minus 28x plus 9. So, ganito kasi yung mangyayari. Diba, remember just what I told you? You're gonna input that into the function table. How are you gonna do that? Look at this first. Look at what I did in the laptop para malaman na namin. Okay, so dito yung ginawa ko. So, f of x, diba remember, the quantity of 3x squared. So, ang 3x squared na nasa parentheses. Ang unang gagawin ni x ay squared, diba? Squared. So, 3 times x, diba? And then, once this is done, once we already have the answer from there, you have to subtract that answer from by 28x. Diba? And then, plus 9. Then, whatever answer you get on the top, because that's the numerator, diba? Kaya nilagay ko yung slash. Dahil numerator siya. And then, we have the denominator. We have negative 1 times x minus 9. So, yan. We can just distribute the negative 1 to x and to negative 9. Make it negative x plus 9. Something like that. Okay? Now, here's how we're going to solve for the formula. So, again, the formula is still the same as follows. Click on this one. Then, input the formula. Oops. Click on this. Then, input the formula. Close parentheses. 3. Then, the cell that you want. Wait lang guys ah. So, 3 times this guy. I forgot to press the asterisk to multiply. So, 3 times this guy squared, di ba? So, yun ang dapat mauna. Di ba? And then, minus 28 times this guy again. Ito yun. Then, close. Are you copying right? Dapat it should be double parentheses, 3 times the cell you want. And then care 2. Close parentheses. Minus 28 times the cell that you want. Then, forgot. Plus 9 pa yan. It's supposed to be added 9. So, you have to add 9 after that. After that cell you want. Then, close parentheses. Divided by negative 1 times the cell that you want again, minus 9. Then close parentheses. Then what answer did we get? We get 52 2/3. Para patuloy na, we get this box, then we drag it to the end. Drag it up to 1. Now, what answer did we get? Wow, such strange answers, diba? So, I know kapag 1/3, we get 0. Here's why. Because 3 and 1/3, if you square it, that's just 1/3. Then, minus that. Yeah, kasi it involves fraction. Kaya let's go to 1 na lang. So, we know we're supposed to get 128. So, 1 squared is just 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Minus 28. 3 minus 28 equals negative 25. Diba? Negative 28 plus 3 is negative 25. Negative 25 plus 9 equals positive 16. Positive 16 and then negative 1. 1 minus 9. That is equivalent to negative 8. So, tama. Negative 16. Tama nga. That's supposed to be 1/1. That's the formula. Sige, let's work it out step by step. Para malaman na namin. Kasi yun naman, that's how the function would go. Ito dapat ang function. Tsaka, to be honest, yung 1/1, that's supposed to be, a whole number. Not parted. Kasi nga, naman, it became negative 128 eh. Bakit ganun kaya? Alam ko na kasi nga, 1 whole yan. Kasi nga, if you were to add everything, that's supposed to be, the number 1/9 is 1.111111. 1.8 is 1.12. 1.7 is 1.4 something. 1.6 is 0.16 something. 0.5 is 0.2. 1/5 is 0.2. Ito yung 0.25. Ito yung 0.3333. Ito yung 0.5. So, ang 1. Tama, 1. Bakit naging negative 128 to? I do not know why. Kasi nga dapat, it's supposed to be, ano yun. Tsaka who said talaga yung 1/3 ay maging 0 yan? I don't know what's wrong with the equation talaga. Kaya, I'll have to refilm this again to double check. So, yun, di ba? Sige, let's try to do this again. Bring the formula down. Yeah, dapat it's supposed to be in fraction form. Kasi nga we want the W65. So let's change 66 to 65. Like that. This becomes 65 again. The last one becomes 65 from 66. Did we get it right? And then let's change this to decimal to see how this will turn out. Decimal. Yan. Yan. And then we drag, drag, drag. Yan, we should have come up with those values if it were decimal, if it were written in decimal form. So that's how we do the graph. Actually, to be honest, there's also a way in how you can simplify this. You can factor this out. Pwede ka mag-factor. Diba, remember, you can do 3 times 9 equals 27. Apply quadratic. 27, that becomes, ano yun? Negative 28. So what two numbers that you multiply together to give you positive 27 and that add to give you negative 28? We know that's 27 and 1. Diba? 27 and 1. So, negative 27 and 1. Then you can split up the factors. Para wachulis hindi kayo mahirapan. Diba? And actually, to be honest, another way in how you can do this, you can also factor this out. You can also factor the negative 9. If you want to. Para hindi ka mahirapan. It's just that we lack time already. That's why I was not able to do the solution sheet. So, I'm very sorry, but I'll show you one time. I'll show you one time how we're gonna do this, okay? So, yun lang. I think it may be a bit undefined. So, yun, that's number 9. Now, let's input this into the graph. To input this into the graph, highlight the entire cells, then click on the insert button, click on this one, static lines, then this one. Yan. So, therefore, our graph should look like something like this. And if you notice, it's more like a linear function. Add chart element, click on trend line, linear. Yes, just what I said, it's more like a linear equation. Alright, now if you want to edit your lines, you can edit this. And then you can also add the dashes. Yan. Okay, now let me zoom this out a little bit. Please wait, folks. Yan. Ito na yung graph namin. So, diba remember, we have this domain and the range. The domain is 52, and then we have until negative 128. So, it's below the x-axis. And then these are the fractions from 1/9, 1/9, 2/9, diba? Because 1/8 is the same as 1/7, 1/6. So, yan. That's how it's meant to be written in fraction form. Yun ang graph. That's exactly what the graph looks like. It's more like fraction. Now, let's input the chart title. So, our chart title will be, ganito yung formula, diba? So, we input the title and then we say it's, let's put the title para people will know what the title of the graph is all about. So, let's put f of x is equivalent to 3x squared 2. That one should come first. Pero dapat we have to double that kasi nga, remember, it's in parentheses. And then we have to and then minus 28 times x plus 9 close parentheses divided by negative 1 times x minus 9. Okay? Then close parentheses. That's it. So that's how the graph looks like. I'm not so sure how did I end up with this type of equation, but I'll have to troubleshoot and find that out. So please wait for that update and I will update you soon. The last one here is item number 10. This is a very complexified equation. It says j of x is equivalent to the absolute value of negative 6x minus 12, and then whatever answer you get there, you have to subtract that by x. Over whatever answer you get on the top, it's divided by 10x squared plus 40x divided by 40. Actually, to be honest, what you can do on the bottom, pwede ka mag-factor. you can factor out on the bottom to see if you can get the right answer. There are lots of other ways on how you can do this. And our domain is from 110 to 1 over 100. But my hint says, it says, denominator should be skip counted by tens. Ibig sabihin, di ba, remember from 110 to 100, what is the denominator in 110? It's in the 10. So 1/10 is the denominator. 10 is the denominator of the 1/10. Di ba? And if you skip count the denominator by tens up to 1 over 100, we know that the domain is going to be like this. 120, 130, 140, 150, and so on. Let me show you how this works. Let's go here. So first, let's input the function that we want here. Ito yung function na ginawa namin. So let's make it f of x is equivalent to the absolute value. Remember how to insert absolute value. So insert a symbol. What type of symbol are we looking for? Absolute equation. So ito yun, di ba? Absolute value of negative 6x. Oh my God. Negative 6x minus 12. Then we insert another absolute value again. Same pa rin. Insert. Oh, it's too big. I better fix that. Sorry. That's much better because our absolute value is too big. So we have this absolute value of 6 of 12 minus x. Diba? But remember, that's in the top parenthesis. So you have to put, that's in the top part. So you're going to have to put parentheses here. But it's being divided. So we have to enclose another parenthesis. Divided by, remember, 10x squared. This can be factored out. So you can factor out a 10. So therefore, it's 10 times 4x times 4. That's 4. Diba? Moreover, this can be written as a sum of two squares. Just like that. Let me write it for you. So we have here, we have parentheses, 10 times x plus 4, x plus 4. Then double parentheses. Therefore, our formulae should look like this. Let me merge this one. Yan. It should look like that. So remember, this is 10 times x. X times x is x squared. 4x plus, wait a second. This is not supposed to be our formula. Because I know we're supposed to get 4x. Ah, yeah. Kasi nga diba, remember, 4x plus 4x. Diba? 4 times, alam ko na. Kasi po kapag pinactor out tayo yung 10, dapat it should be x squared plus 4x plus 4. So dapat that's supposed to be 2, not 4. Sorry guys, it's supposed to be 2. So dapat 2 pala yan. The difference of 2 squares. And another 2. Diba? So another 2. Actually, this kind of makes sense that you can also factor this out. I will show you how to factor this one to simplify it. For now, I just want to show you how to draw the graph. And then later, I'll teach you how to simplify the factoring method. Okay? Now, that's already our function. So double check x plus x squared. 2x plus 2x, 4. So tama, 4x. Tama, correct. If I were to factor this one, that's supposed to be negative 2. So I factor out the negative 2, so that's, I factor out negative 6, so that's x plus 2. Tama. That's the one I was supposed to get. Then to make life simpler, I can cancel out one of the 2's. Later, I will show you by the solution sheet. Now, to the domain, diba sabi ko kanina, our domain is from negative 1 to negative 10. Diba? I meant 110 to 1 over 100. Diba? So let's input this 1 over 10. Then 1 over 20. 1 over 30. 1 over 40. Just like that. 1 over 50. 1 over 60. 1 over 70. Can you see what I'm doing? Very good. And then 1 over 80. 1 over 90. And 1 over 100. That's it. Oops, I'm so sorry. Better fix this for a while. Okay, so these are numbers. Remember, that's not the one we want. We need to convert that into fraction. So click on the fraction. And it should be something like this. Yes, it should not be like that. That's fraction, pero yun nga, let's type it again. 1/10. Bakit naging 0 yan? Parang undefined lang talaga to. Undefined. Don't know why eh. Kasi nga dapat we're not supposed to get undefined eh. Kung naging undefined yan, there's no way we can make a function. So yun. So dapat diba remember this is supposed to be 1/10. Diba? Bakit 0? Ano ba yan? Pasensya na guys, there's no way I can convert all of this into fraction. But let's just leave it as decimals na lang para sure, okay? So now, let's work out the math. Diba the range? What did I tell you about the range? So this is what we're gonna do. Type in the function, diba? So we want it this way. First, let's type absolute value. Diba remember the absolute of a certain number? That's in the top parentheses. Negative this one minus 12. And then all subtracted by this guy. Diba? Can you follow? Do you remember absolute value? The absolute value comes first. And then the absolute value of this guy. And then minus x. Then parentheses, diba? Close. Divided by, what is the value that I put there? It's 10x squared. Then times this guy plus 40 times this guy plus 40. What answer did we get? Okay, we should get this answer of 0.2719. Then you keep on scrolling until you reach the 1/100. And that's our answer. Wow, parang yung graph namin, parang siyang, ano yun, systematic slopes. Okay? And then for the range, ganito yun. Now, do you remember just what I told you? You can also type this in another way. Let's see if this still leads you to the same answer. Diba sabi ko, pwede ka mag-type ng absolute value. The absolute value of negative 6 times this guy minus negative 12. Then, minus this guy. Tama? Can you follow the absolute value? So, we're doing the absolute value first. 6 times W69 minus 12 minus the cell that you want. Diba? All divide by the reference, which is the product. You can just type the product. Click on this cell, the product. Nakita mo to? The product of 10. I will rest na. I will prepare all in a while. Now na. Wait lang for me. X plus 2. Or you can do x plus 2. Or you can do ano yun? Plus 2 squared. Diba? Pwede naman ganun. You can square it. And then don't forget to put parentheses, diba? To lock it down. Dapat you should lock. Diba? Just like that. Teka, you're not supposed to get this answer. I don't know why on earth am I getting this type of answer. Gets ko na. Kasi nga dapat you have to do this again. Kasi nga dapat you have to do, ano yun, product of this one, and then this one, last 2 again. Then close parentheses. This could be a bit odd. Kasi nga what you hold is, I know naman, gets ko na. We forgot something. That's supposed to be negative 6. So, that's supposed to be negative 6 times this guy. Diba remember that's the one that we did, diba? Negative 6 times W69. We should get this answer. So tama. That's supposed to be the answer pala. Kasi yung ginawa ko dito, we forgot to include negative 6. Sayang pala. So kahit na gumawa tayo dyan, we still get the wrong answer. So, we have to connect that. Yan. So, that is the correct answer. Yun po talaga yung tamang sagot. Okay? Now, if I were to do this again, di ba remember this one's the product, di ba? This one is just, ano yun? Multiplying the numbers individually. This one is just product of the two binomials. So, we drag this all the way up to 1/100. Does it make a match? If it makes a match, then you are correct. Alright? So yan talaga yung mangyayari. Now, all we have to do is to make the graph. How do we make the graph? Very easy. But since this absolute value function, you have to get all the set of data here. And then, click on insert. And then click on lines. Right over here. Then this one. Yan. So that is our absolute value. Pero look at our data here. It's really wrong. So therefore, we need to select data. To select data, dapat it's supposed to be from here up to this guy. Wait, that's still wrong. Let me fix that for you. Your data. So, we click on edit and then, ganito ganito kasi yung nangyari. We click on select data and then click on edit. Then, click on the cell, the domain, which is this one. Can you see? You can't see it yet, but I will show you. Yan, nakita mo yung naka-highlight dyan? That's the one you have to click. Then, press enter. Okay. Click on the OK button that you see here. And then, did you get it right? Did you get the data that you want? Let's see if we get it right. Yan, very good. That's 0.1, 0.5. That's 1/10, 1/20th, 1/30, 1 over 30, 1 over 40, 1 over 50, 1 over 60, 1 over 70, 1 over 80, 1 over 90, and 1 over 100. So yan, that's exactly what our graph should look like. Then for our chart title, let's input the title for this chart. Let me zoom it in so we can put the title of our chart. So this is not supposed to be our chart. It's too small. Let's extend it up a little bit, just like that. Now, can you see the numbers? Yes, and that's exactly where the domain stands. So, it stands at 0.28. Dito siya. In between. Then 0.29. So it's going down. So, nagbumaba siya. 0.2, 0.2. Malapit siya sa ano yun? Sa baba. Tama, it starts from here up to there. Tapos, diba, remember, this is 0.02, 0.04, 0.06. So, we have to go back to ordering numbers again. Kasi nga dapat, it's supposed to be, ano yun, from least to greatest. Dapat least to greatest dapat to. I do not know why the trending function looks like this. Kasi nga dapat, it's supposed to be the opposite. Kasi nga 0.2 starts here. Dito siya nagsimula. Bakit nasa kabila? Yun talaga yung tanong. But yet, it's still correct. Because I know it was supposed to be like that. Pero the order was very wrong. Kasi nga dapat, ang 0.28, gets ko na. Kasi nga 0.2 ay nasa taas. So, dito siya. Tapos, hanggang sa number 10, which is 0.29 something, doon siya sa baba. Okay. Never mind, it may not give you an accurate information. But I'll just update you soon. So let's input our chart title. Our chart title is f of x is equivalent to the absolute value of abs. So we put there the function. Yes. The absolute value of, what is the number? We have negative 6x minus 12. And then minus 2 minus x. Then close parentheses. Just like that. Can you follow? Double check. So yan, di ba? Absolute value of 6x minus 12. Then divide by x. Then all divide by 10. 10x raised to the second power. Dapat you have to group that. Plus 40x. Plus 40. And that's it. Very good. And that's the title of our chart. Pero I think what showed is we have to extend it a little bit. But never mind. I think that's good to hear. Leave a like if you do like this video. God bless.